Welcome back to Mo Era. Now, when we left off, I was supposed to go and play Ermy's game. I don't know why I didn't play Ermy's game. I just didn't want to play it at the time. But I guess we're going to play it. It better not be creepy or scary either, because I didn't get a chance to really look at it. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. This thought is nothing new to me. In fact, it's what I wake up to every single morning. I must admit it's rather disappointing though. Almost as much as waking up hungry. Yes, hungry. As it tries to devour me day by day, to no avail. I never retaliate, yet it always stops after the first bite, sorry. Probably tastes awful, like sour grapes. Okay, Ermy's a little weird. I've been here, I've been there, I've been in between. I don't believe in aliens, and yet I feel like one. Where am I supposed to be then? If only I knew. If only they knew. No one does. Seriously. It's just some people are ridiculously good at hiding the obvious. After some time, I decided to change my strategy. Jesus, I messed up. After some time, I decided to change my strategy and get rid of every single thought appearing in my feverish mind, completely, entirely, internally. After some time, I found the best solution to do so, something which I call mindless living, as opposed to mindfulness nonsense, or so popular among basses. I don't really know what this is about. Like, is this, like, they haven't introduced a person or nothing? Maybe they, like, I'll keep reading, but maybe they'll introduce somebody later. And I'm guessing that X is to, like, turn off the game. And if it's not to turn off the game, then I'm probably going to mess up and I'm going to have to redo this all again. Where did I leave off at? Mindless living is easy. You simply just need to be dead tired all the time. I mean, when you're exhausted, you don't want to think, you want to sleep. In a way, I decided to go through an invert Maslow pyramid. Strangely enough, soon my body got used to being deprived of sleep. I drastically cut down my calorie intake as the next step. I don't think that that's very healthy. I mean, it's healthy to cut down your calorie intake, yeah, but I mean, you have to do it in, small amounts and stuff. And he said he drastically cut it down. This also allowed me to become quite slim. It concentrated me 100% on food and food only. Regardless of how tired I was, meat, fish, pasta, pizza, I could smell each of these words. That's some serious hunger. I'm not a monk or anything, so limiting myself that much became problematic. My stupid body craved sleep and food. Feed me, get some rest. Every time I succumbed to the voice of reason, I ate until I was about to blow up, and then I could sleep for a day or so, only to wake up and think, I'm not supposed to be here. I realized I struggled that much because I probably lacked training. After all, I thought my mindless living should be treated not as a clever invention, but also a skill to develop. I decided to pursue a career in it, and shortly after, I found my dream job. It was the Bless me. It was the number one in my short list. In fact, it got me enlisted. Yes, I joined the Army. However, they fed me so well at the training camp that my silly mind decided to think again. So annoying, I'm telling you. And there was no stopping it. A phone started to ring in my head from time to time, driving me crazy. I know that as soon as I pick it up, I hear the same phrase. Hey, I don't think you're supposed to be here. That's why as soon as I could, I asked to be moved away from the grass-fed heaven of a military base to the wild, stinky battlefield. Codename Hermes. Hermes. Isn't Hermes Hercules? No, that's Heracles. Isn't Mercury? Is it Mercury or Poseidon? I think it's Mercury. I'm not for sure. I'll look it up later. I'm sorry, I'm like into all of that stuff. I play Smite, so you kind of either get into the game and the lore of the game, or you kind of fall off. Anyways, that was my new name. Have you ever heard a soldier named Ermy? Well, me neither. I've been the happiest man on the planet Earth since my first deployment. Jesus, I almost said development. Deployment. But then it ended up with a buzz. It ended with a buzz. A buzz? Like bees? This is getting weird. I'm gonna probably stop playing his game, because remember, we were at school all day. We walked Sima home and stuff. We listened to her story, so I don't think we're gonna be in for playing a whole game. We'll probably play a little bit and then we'll stop. At least that's what I heard. A buzz of a bullet before it got dark and lonely around me. Darkness gave way to a white tube of light that sucked me in like a vacuum. Snuck, Jesus. What a strange place that was. Going all the way up to somewhere above the clouds, I could have sworn I saw familiar faces of people long gone from the world. Aww, that's sad. I don't think I could handle something like that. I don't know. I'm weird. They looked like they wanted to tell me something, but all I could hear was the annoying buzz. Or maybe it sounded more like a distorted phone. Doesn't matter though. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. He keeps saying that. Be where? Like in his classroom? In the military? Like on Earth, period? I spent enough time in an otherwise unremarkable room. Spared from a very weird note on the whiteboard. Oh my God, I bit my tongue saying that. Ow. To leave this room, you must tell me the answer. What does it mean? Who, me? What's the question to begin with? The only semblance of a hint came from a few more words below. 4 in total. Love, hate, life, death. Well, so what of it? Okay, so we're finally playing his game. All this makes no sense. I know, dear. What is the question? I wonder. That's what my friend and I trying to realize. She said friend, and by the way, she is freaking adorable. Well, her face is adorable. Everything else is kind of PG-13 or rated R. I don't know. I don't know ratings. I'm sorry. A young woman appears seemingly out of nowhere. Dressed in an overly tight nurse uniform, she carries a syringe filled with a strange, bright liquid. Who are you? My name is Sophie. Nice to meet you. As for my friend, he doesn't talk much, so I'm afraid I can't introduce him to you properly. Your friend? Yes. Here, right in my hand. Oh, Jesus, she's a nurse that named her syringe. Oh, God. My precious friend who always knows the truth. Always, but today it seems. I thought back to my military training. The best way to deal with the mentally unstable people is to take them seriously. That is absolutely correct, because if you tell them they're crazy, they're going to get even more craziest. Craziest. I don't know. I guess it's nice to have such a wise friend. More like persistent, I should say. It takes my friend quite some time to kick in, but then there's no stopping him. And you're guaranteed to tell me everything I want. Oh gosh, he moved closer. Oh, that is scary. That is creepy. This is a scary game, isn't it? She moves closer and I can't help but notice that the buttons on Sophie's blouse is about to rip off of her. Well, I mean, we're all looking, okay? We're all weird. We all looked, okay? I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. Hey, darling. Care to have a taste? Who knows? Maybe you're just pretending not to willingly tell me the answer. Hey, I really want to get out of this place. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Stay away. She's clearly out of her mind. Oh God. This room gets more crowded. How is it crowded? It's 3 of you guys in the room. Relax. Now that the second girl, wrapped in a latex costume, serving presumably no other purpose rather than an aesthetic one, shows up in front of me. I'm much saner than you, Megan. Megan's such an ugly name. I'm sorry, I really don't like the name Megan, but I mean, it fits some people. A lot of people that are like, I don't know. When I hear the word Megan, I see a dark-haired girl. I don't know. I'm weird. Ignore me. At least I'm not making up ridiculous explanations of what bond us all together here like you do. It's not ridiculous, it's true. I'm from an era far more advanced than yours. I mean, she could be telling the truth. I mean, I don't know. No things you can't even imagine. See? That's what I'm talking about. Megan thinks she's from the future. Still don't believe me? Fine. What's your last memory before you got here? I'm asking you as well, by the way. What's your name? Hermes. I mean, I don't think that was our original name. Ermy, I think is what he named the main character, the main protagonist. But I'm not for sure though, because he said, "You ever heard of a soldier named Ermy?" So I'm thinking his first name is Ermy. So Hermes, do you remember anything? I heard the ringing somewhere very close to where it was, and there's not a single phone in this room. The second I say that, the phone starts ringing again. Ring, 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 ring. Like those machines in an old detective phone. The sound becomes more and more loud. My head hurts. Someone should stop it. Pick up the phone, please. What did you say? Can't you hear it? Hear what? The phone ringing over and over again. Jeez, it's really getting on my nerves. This room must be the hangout spot for weirdos, and I thought it could get worse than did when our spaceship was invaded by those creatures. Please don't mention that word again, Megan. What are you talking about? Hang, you said. What a painful word. I was doing my daily routine, hoping to open people up and talk. Are these people dead? I'm sorry, it just like popped in my head at the time. Like I had to like think for a second. I think they're dead. The guy, because I mean, he said he heard the buzz from the bullet, so I think we're all dead. The guy we had back then, he just couldn't relax. He was so nervous. You won't get a single word out of me, he shouted, rolling his eyes like a madman. So silly of him. Then I heard the footsteps. Bam! They ran out of the door and barged in. Hey girl, nothing personal. But we don't like to see our friends suffer. That's a nice rope you tied him up with. By the way, why don't we put it to use? Sophie shivers and stopped talking. I think I just realized that, although we come from different eras, we all share one thing in common. Yes, yes. We're all dead, yeah? Naomi knows what she's talking about. Okay, alright. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Hopefully I get a chance to play this again, but that is enough. That's 100% enough. Okay, I had enough. I should think of a proper way to give feedback of this masterpiece. Yeah, the beginning was far too long and I still didn't really understand what's going on. That is enough of that. I deal with 3 crazy women at school. I'm not going to come home and deal with 3 crazy women on the computer. Again with this place? And again, everything is tilted around me. I'm getting nauseous. Strange. I don't think I've ever experienced the same dream before. Or maybe I just don't remember. Arcade machine. Or is this that of a slot machine? Anyway, I need to get closer to it. And of course, we're gonna smash the button. This time I push the button right when I get close to the machine. Random numbers. Japan. What will I see this time? I honestly don't know what that says. Not a clue what that says. Okay. Oh boy. I think these letters are trying to tell us something, right? Or give us a hint. And I'm just not catching the hint. So if you know what the hint is, you could tell me in the bottom in the comment section, but I really don't know. Today is Cylindric Day. The machine spins a little bit longer this time. PYC. And PYC again. Oops, alright. I didn't read that, but I'm sorry. But the machine doesn't care about what I think. It keeps on spinning. Over and over, I have the same letters appearing on the screen. This is so weird. Every day I follow pretty much the I'm sorry, something caught me off guard. Is everything in Russian? You see the building signs and stuff? Huh. And it's weird that he mentioned sour grapes and then sour grapes are up there on that thing. I hope that's not hinting at something. Every day I follow pretty much the same route, but today it feels different. I noticed Simon's standing near the grocery store, and I think we're going to end it soon, too. Good morning. Wrong person. Danny said good morning. 1 second, you guys. Okay, sorry. I thought I heard a knock on the door, but I guess I'm hearing stuff. See, this is why I've been taking a break from scary games. Hey there. We live in a pretty Hey there. We live pretty close to each other, huh? I'm surprised we haven't met before. I mean, on the way to school. Who are you waiting for? I mean, I'm sure it's Nana and Marta, but other than that, I can't. Nana and Marta. Guess what? They're late again. Oh, well. Being 10 minutes late in Russia is nothing. We're in Russia. I thought we were in Japan. Oh, this game's giving me a headache. This game's gonna have me confused the whole time. Watch. You won't believe it, but I woke up with the feeling that I should be in Japan. Weird, right? I don't think it's weird. It'd be extremely boring if your dreams resembled real life. You think so? 'Cause I don't think so. Once Nana and Marta show up, I'm probably gonna end it. I'm sure of it. Some people like to make movies which are just too realistic. Sometimes they're so realistic I can't really force myself to keep watching. I mean, I'm dreaming about my own world. I'm sorry, I'm cold. I'm yawning because I'm cold, not because I'm bored. I'm dreaming about my own world, and yet they try to remind me about reality. Okay, Danny, this world is just as fine. Let's go, shall we? Are we gonna leave them? I know why they gathered us here in Russia. Maybe we're on a school trip or something. Oh, you know what? That's probably what it is. It's probably a school trip. Well, where else do they like to set Where else do they like? Where else do they like to set targets this ambitious? An experiment worthy of the Soviet School of Education, remember? What? What kind of school club is that's probably like some no, because what? I'm so lost. Yeah, I do. Well, do you like it here? Sure, I love my country. It's great. Sima, you're Russian? And I gave you that voice. She's keeping that voice. I'm not changing it. I gave you that voice and you're Russian. Well, I feel sheepish. You may know that a lot of people have mixed bagged opinions about it. Screw them. Oh, she has a dirty side. They just don't get what Russia's about. I wonder what. What do you think? Well, it's huge. Moscow and Red Square, AK-47. Meh. By the way, I think that Moscow doesn't represent Russia all too well. Russia is like an endless country road with a tire shop, small towns, and grocery stores along the way. First you hate it, then you admit it, then you get to like it. Trust me, I know what I am talking about. Whoa, you're like a philosopher. Maybe I inspired to become one. Absorbed in our discussion, we haven't even noticed that Marta and Nana until they were really close. What are you guys talking about? I bet Danny's talking about something weird like his dream or whatever. But they were so vivid. Told you. See, this is why I didn't choose Marta, because Marta's kind of like, I don't know, she's just really, she's giving me that I'm gonna tease you all the time vibe, especially at the wrong time. Danny, if we turn out to be princesses in your dreams, you better tell us. And you better behave properly. Alright. It's time to leave. Yep, we have to go. We really need to go. We don't want to be late. Today we start from physical education. Oh, just great. Watch out, Danny. Oh God, that scared the crap out of me. I'm ending it right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed it and is just as confused as I am, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I will see all of you in the next video. Bye.